War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling cross promotion. This was awesome. They are coming from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. In the beginning of it, we have the Bullet Club, who consists of AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson, and the Young Bucks. And these guys are carrying a lot of championship gold on their shoulders, around their waist. It's pretty awesome. So they're out there talking. They are the Bullet Club. The Bullet Club is awesome. They end up getting interrupted by the Rainmaker Okada and Gedo. And then we end up getting the challenger, Michael Elgin, who will be fighting AJ Styles for the IWGP Championship of the World in the main event. But then we end up having Elgin calls out, Nigel McGuinness, and McGuinness talks to the guys from New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they end up deciding that they will do a triple threat match for the IWGP Championship of the World here tonight on War of the Worlds. So that's awesome. I'm going to get pumped up. This was really cool. It's too sweet. It is too sweet. It is awesome. This is going to be an epic main event for War of the Worlds. I'm hyped up, and I can't wait to see what happens and who ends up being the champ. Is AJ going to keep the championship, or will we have a new champion at the end of the night? Of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, War of the Worlds from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. We have in the first match of the night a 6-man tag team match. We have one team. We have the Forever Hooligans teaming up with Watanabe versus ACH, Taven, and Ciampa. So, anyways, Ciampa is the psychopath, the Sicilian psychopath, and he's pretty awesome. He's got a wicked awesome mohawk and whatnot. So then this is a pretty fun match. It goes back and forth. We have all kinds of cool stuff down the stretch. ACH did a wicked, insane, awesome high-flying dive off the top rope onto Forever Hooligans. And we end up with Taven and Watanabe in the ring for the end of the match. And Taven ends up hitting his move called the Climax on Watanabe for the 1, 2, 3. And they end up winning the match. So there you have it. ACH, the Sicilian psychopath, and Taven beat Forever Hooligans and Watanabe in the first match of the night. From War of the Worlds, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Ring of Honor. It's a wicked awesome match. If you missed it, you definitely got to check this out. This is awesome. I definitely enjoyed this 6-man tag team match. It's pretty wild. These guys are awesome. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling brings War of the Worlds from New York, from the Hammerstein Ballroom, and the second match of the night is the tag team match, The Decade, which is Roderick Strong and BJ Whitmer with Jimmy Jacobs and Adam Page versus Gedo and Jito, and this was an awesome tag team match. These guys went back and forth. It was pretty wild. We saw a chair shot that was pretty wild right to the head. One of the guys was pretty wild. I didn't expect to see that tonight in 2014 with a chair shot to the head. So I believe it was Jito hit, from what I recall. He had hit, I think it was Roderick Strong in the head with the chair. And then we end up getting, at the end, we have a pretty wild flurry of offense from The Decade, from Roderick Strong and BJ Whitmer onto Gedo. And Roderick Strong ends up pinning Gedo at the end after he hit a wild flying sidekick to the chest of Gedo. But before that, they had lit him up with a flurry of moves. So it wasn't like he just took him down with one move. They hit him up with like at least 5 moves, I believe, before they pinned him. So there you have it. So then after the match, Cedric Alexander ended up coming out and attacking The Decade, and they brawled until security broke it up, and it was pretty wild. So if you like it, The Decade won and beat Gedo and Jito, like the video. If you didn't like it and you wanted Gedo and Jito to win, give it a dislike. If you want, leave me a comment, and there you have it. War of the Worlds. It's awesome. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling present War of the Worlds from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York, and we have the Ring of Honor television title on the line. The champion, Jay Lethal, with Truth Martini versus Kushida, I believe it is. Sorry about the saying it over and over again. But anyways, he is one half of the Time Splitters, the tag team. So we have a fun match. It goes back and forth. We end up seeing a lethal combination from Jay Lethal, and eventually he ends up hitting the lethal injection on Kushida for the win and to retain the Ring of Honor Television Championship. He actually at one point, Truth Martini interfered when Kushida had Jay Lethal pinned for the 1-2-3. Truth Martini interfered and pulled the ref out of the ring, and the referee threw him out of the ringside, and he had to go to the back. But after the match, when Jay Lethal had won the match, Truth Martini came back out to celebrate with Jay Lethal, and there you have it. If you like it, that Jay Lethal won and retained the Ring of Honor Television title, give the video a like. If you wanted Kushida to win, give it a dislike. So there you have it. If you want, leave me a comment, and I will get back to you when I can. And there you have it. Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling brings you War of the Worlds from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. And we have the fourth match of the night. The tag team, the IWGP Tag Team Championship of the World. We have the champions, the Bullet Clubs, Doc Gallo and Carl Anderson versus the Briscoe brothers, Jay and Mock. And this one is awesome. This was probably, in my opinion, so far the match of the night. These guys put it all out there on the line. Wicked awesome moves. We saw a blockbuster from the apron to the outside of the ring. It was wicked awesome. And then we had seen at the end of the match, the Briscoes went for Doomsday, which is the Shades of the Doom, the Legion of Doom, with their finisher move. But Doc ends up breaking it up and saves his partner, Machine Gun Carl Anderson. And they end up. Carl Anderson hits the Ace Crusher, and then Doc hits the set out power bomb, and then they do their double team finisher maneuver to I believe it was Jay Briscoe, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. It might have been Mark. I think it actually was Mark. Yeah, it was Mark. My bad. So anyways, the Bullet Club keeps the IWGP World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships of the world, and we end up having one for the New Japan Pro Wrestling, and Ring of Honor so far has won 3 matches in the night. So it has been a pretty fun and wild pay-per-view with the War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling interpromotional pay-per-view. It's awesome. I am looking forward to the next match and the next until we are done for the night. And there you have it. The Bullet Club keeping the IWGP Tag Team Championships over the Briscoe brothers. It was hard to say. I was going for both teams because they both rock. But if you like that the Bullet Club kept the titles, give the video a like. If you wanted the Briscoe brothers to win, give it a dislike. And there you have it. If you want, leave me a comment. Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling brings you War of the Worlds from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. And we have Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen versus Shinsuke Nakamura. He is the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and this is a non-title match. We have an awesome match. This pay-per-view, just War of the Worlds, gets better and better as it goes on. If you haven't seen it and you're a wrestling fan and you are in need of some wrestling, of an awesome, of just awesome action, of guys who really put it all out there, the whole thing so far has been incredible. So we have a running knee to the gut on Kevin Steen from Nakamura, and then he ends up going for a running knee to the head, and then he ends up going for the cover, but we get a kick out from Mr. Wrestling, and then Mr. Wrestling ends up taking a running knee to the head really quickly right after he kicked out, and then he ended up taking the running knee to the head from Shinsuke, and Shinsuke Nakamura ends up winning the match with the knee attacks that he does that are vicious, and Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen ends up losing the match. So there you have it. So that was a pretty fun one. I'm definitely looking forward to more Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen and Nakamura. He's definitely impressive If you haven't seen these guys wrestle, you definitely want to check them out. And there you have it. Kevin Stein actually lost. I was surprised, but Nakamura is very impressive, so I'm not surprised that he won, to be honest. After Kevin Steen lost to Nakamura, as Steen is about to leave the ring, Silas Young ends up coming out. He claims himself to be the last pro wrestling's last real man. So anyways, he comes in the ring and he tells Stein that he shouldn't leave Ring of Honor. And they have words, and he talks, and he eventually says something that ends up bothering Kevin, and Kevin ends up hitting him, and they brawl. But he had said that Silas had said that that if Kevin quits, that his son will grow up to be a quitter just like him. And Kevin Steen had enough of Young's mouth about him mentioning his family, and they brawled. So I'm definitely hoping that these two guys end up fighting and having a feud. I think these two guys would be awesome to see fight. I bet they're going to end up fighting at Best in the World in June or at Ring of Honor. It'd be pretty awesome. So there you have it. And the next match from War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. We get Hiroshi versus Michael Bennett. Hiroshi's last name is Tanahashi, I think is how you say it. I could be wrong. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong. No offense. Sometimes I have trouble saying things, but I try and give it my all. Anyways, this match was awesome. Michael Bennett had Maria with him at the ringside. And this match was another epic match on War of the Worlds. If you missed War of the Worlds, you definitely want to check this pay-per-view out. It was streamed online. So we have Hiroshi ends up winning with his high fly flow, which is a frog splash. And man, this guy's impressive, and he nailed that one. I did an amazing job with it. There was a lot of fun, awesome action in this match. I was very impressed with these guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of these two guys in action, even if they're not going to fight each other again. But these guys definitely impressed me tonight. And if you like it that Hiroshi won, give the video a like. If you wanted Michael Bennett to win, give it a dislike. If you want, leave me a comment, and there you have it. Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling, War of the Worlds from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. We have the Ring of Honor World Tag Team Championship match of the Red Dragon, which is Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, and they have the UFC MMA martial arts expert Tom Lawler with them, and they are going against the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks represent the Bullet Club, and they are the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And this was a really fun tag team match. This was awesome. You should definitely check it out if you've never seen the Red Dragon or the Young Bucks. And then, so anyways, down the line we have the Red Dragon hit the chasing the dragon for a near fall, and then Kyle ends up getting Matt Buck in the armbar, and he ends up making him tap out when his partner Bobby Fish ends up taking out the other Young Buck. And we have new Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions at War of the Worlds for Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling. So this is pretty awesome. We have new tag team champions. I like the Bullet Club and I like the Young Bucks, but it's cool that we have new tag team champions, the Red Dragon. So there you have it. If you like it, the Red Dragon are the new tag team champions at War of the Worlds for the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships. Give the video a like if you wanted the Young Bucks to keep it. Give the video a dislike. Leave me a comment if you want. And there you have it. A very fun, high-paced, high-volume action, paced match. And there you have it. We got Adam Cole versus Jushin Thunder Liger for the Ring of Honor World Championship title. So the Ring of Honor title is on the line against for Jushin Thunder Liger to possibly win. So Adam Cole is the Ring of Honor champion, and this is War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York. And this match is really fun, awesome. Jushin Thunder Liger, by the way, is 49 years old now. He definitely put on a very valiant and awesome effort in this match. For his age, he did a very impressive job, in my opinion. So we end up getting a pretty wild get a pretty wild super kick to Jushin Thunder Liger by Adam Cole, but that didn't take Jushin Thunder Liger out. And then we end up getting Adam Cole puts the Figure 4 submission hold on Jushin Thunder Liger, and Liger has no choice but to submit and tap out. And we still have the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion is Adam Cole. The Ring of Honor title stays with Adam Cole. And this was definitely a fun match. This World War of the Worlds has been awesome. Very, very impressed with this. So there you have it. Adam Cole keeps the title. And at the end of the match, Jushin Thunder Liger went to shake hands with him like they do in Ring of Honor and New Japan Pro Wrestling. But he ended up smirking and laughing and walking away in bad boy, bad guy, heel fashion. So there you have it. The event of the night of War of the Worlds, Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling from the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York is for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The champion AJ Styles is defending it in a triple threat match against Michael Elgin and the Rainmaker Okada. And Okada has Gedo with him at ringside, so he comes to the ring with him. Anyways, we have an awesome match. I was very highly impressed and I was very impressed with these guys. And personally, my opinion, well, all the matches, is not to take anything away from all the other matches. In my opinion, this was a match of the night. I gotta say, in my opinion. So if you want, leave me a comment about that if you feel something else was. But any match, there was a lot of matches that could have been it, but this one, it really took the cake in my opinion. So toward the end, we have Elgin. He hits the buckle bomb on Okada, and then not far behind that, Okada ends up coming back and he hits the Rainmaker on Elgin. AJ Styles ends up getting in the ring and he dumps Okada out of the ring with a flying forearm. And then AJ Styles hits the Styles Clash on Elgin and he gets the 1, 2, 3, and still the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion AJ Styles from the Bullet Club. And it was pretty awesome. It was fun match. Like I said again, if you liked that the AJ Styles won, give the video a like. If you wanted Okada or Elgin to win, give it a dislike. Leave me a comment, like I said. So there you have it, a very fun match, and there was some interesting things that happened after the match. So check the next thing out for that video for that. After the match of the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, Adam Cole ends up attacking AJ Styles and Okada with his Ring of Honor title, and he ends up yelling out that he is the best in the world, and it was pretty wild and intense beat down there. I was surprised to see him come out and do that. I did not expect Adam Cole to come out and attack both AJ Styles and Okada. So if you like that Adam Cole did this, give the video a like. If you did not like it that he attacked AJ Styles and Okada, the Rainmaker, with the Ring of Honor title, give the video a dislike. And there you have it. So it was a very fun and entertaining Ring of Honor New Japan Pro Wrestling Interpromotional War of the World pay-per-view streamed online. That was awesome. It was very fun. No way. This is so awesome. At the end of War of the Worlds, just when I thought it was fully over, it wasn't over. Christopher Daniels was shown at a bar, and he said he's coming home. And then another man ended up showing up, and his shirt was censored. And he said, we ended up hearing him, Daniels say, "You didn't think I was coming alone, did you?" He asked us. And then he said, two of the best in the business were coming to Best in the World. So Best in the World is in June for Ring of Honor, and we will be seeing Christopher Daniels Best in the World 2014, and I believe I know who he has coming with him. If you think it's awesome that Christopher Daniels and you know who is coming with him to Ring of Honor for Best in the World 2014, give the video a like. If you do not like it and you wish they stayed in TNA or they went somewhere else, give the video a dislike or leave me a comment. And there you have it. This was War of the Worlds by Wolfie from Wolfie's Corner. Howrr.